Welcome to this week's ELA 3rd grade Tidbit. You may access this book creator resource through the bit.ly you see on the screen. For quick access to each week's Tidbit, you may click on the date highlighted in the table of contents. Welcome to the enchanted land of literary classics, where each week we will explore a new book in the Neverland Chronicles, highlighting the most important topics in upcoming lessons for Module 3. In our 4th book, this week, students embark on a side-by-side journey comparing and contrasting J.M. Barrie's classic Peter Pan to its counterpart, Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens. As they read, they decode unfamiliar vocabulary, analyze character traits, and recount events. By the end of the week, students will recount the entire Peter Pan story and reflect on its central message, preparing them to answer the ultimate question. Would they recommend Peter Pan to a friend? Featuring your students as the scholars, and you, their teacher, as a wise mentor guiding them through the close reading and discussing protocols to dive deeper into character analysis. Let's go, Team 3rd grade. For the week of February 18th to the 21st, we are on Module 3, Unit 2, Lessons 3 through 6. Key standards for this week hones in around recounting stories and determining the central message, determining the meaning of words and phrases in a text, and comparing and contrasting themes, setting, and plots of stories by the same author. This week's lessons takes us through the final chapters of Peter Pan and chapters 3 to 5 of Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens. Students repeat a pattern of comparing what they've read in Peter Pan and Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens, ending the week with recounting the entire book of Peter Pan and determining the central message. To collect information that supports all students, a quick teacher tip for efficiency is to use a Venn diagram to visually map out the similarities and differences between the two texts. A few things you may need to prepare for ahead of time are the Analyzing Peter Pan anchor chart for chapters 14 through 17, the Analyzing Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens anchor chart for chapters 3 to 5, and comparing Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens with Peter Pan charts for chapters 3, 4, and 5. There is a language dive in Lesson 4 to support students in understanding of the complex language from Chapter 4 of the text. Make sure to utilize the Unit 2 content word wall cards to support students' understanding of lesson-specific and text-specific vocabulary. Now we know we can't do module without all block. Take a look at the alignment between the module lessons and the all block lessons. We continue working on components in week 1 of all block, starting with complex text for lesson 3, where students work and differentiate groups to look closely at how authors describe the setting of the story and consider the ways in which chapter 1 and the map contributes to the story. Then we come back to the reading, speaking, fluency, and gum component in week 1, day 3, where students are introduced to 2 or more types of pronouns when each type of pronoun is used. We wrap up this week with day 4 of complex text, where students participate in another language dive of a complex sentence in chapter 1 of Kensington Gardens. There is a flex day provided in lesson 6 to accommodate to your pacing. The adventure continues. Students in Miss Reddy's 3rd grade class use the interactive content word wall to support their learning. Way to go! Thanks for sharing. Don't forget to add your Module 3 photos and celebrations in our team folder so we can highlight your students in action. Teachers, as we journey through the magical world of Peter Pan, remember that each chapter brings new wonders and every illustration helps you guide our way. Make sure to share your thoughts and celebrations as your students soar to new heights as literary explorers. We can't wait to see where the adventure takes us next. Stay tuned for next week's book in the Neverland Chronicles, where we continue to build bridges between imagination and reality. Until then, happy reading, and may your hearts always stay curious.